And next we look at President Trump's embattled Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. He's once again in the spotlight, but this time quite literally. The former news host has reportedly refurbished a green room inside the Pentagon into a makeup studio, complete with a director's chair mirror and lights. And the Pentagon insists the upgrade was cost effective, despite reports estimating that the changes ran into several thousands of dollars. The makeover comes amid growing scrutiny over Hegseth's handling of classified information. Here's a closer look at how a little powder and a lot of scandal are redefining the Pentagon's public face.
Who says war rooms can't have a little glam? U.S. Defence Secretary Pete Hegseth has taken it upon himself to give the Department of Defense a little makeover. Reports suggest that a drab green room at the Pentagon has been transformed into a full-blown makeup studio, presumably so that high-ranking officials can powder their noses before hitting the airwaves. Reports estimated the cost at several $1,000s, but the Pentagon has defended Hegseth and denied all these reports. In a tweet, it simply described these reports as trash. So what are these modifications and upgrades? A Defense Department spokesperson said the facelift involved minimal frills. Just a director-style chair, a mirror, a makeup light and a new countertop. All assembled using existing Pentagon inventory and in-house craftsmanship. And now Hegseth, too, has replied to these reports with a tweet. He wrote, and I quote, "Totally fake story. No orders and no makeup, but whatever." As soon as this report hit the internet, social media users dubbed Hegseth as Pentagon Princess. One user wrote, and I quote, "No amount of makeup can cover up that incompetence." Another one questioned about the wastage of tax money, while one was of the opinion that this is what happens when you put clout chasers in charge of national security. The Secretary of Defense is currently juggling more scandals than a Real Housewives reunion. Most recently, Hegseth found himself at the center of a national security firestorm after allegedly sharing classified military plans over Signal. Yes, the encrypted messaging app usually reserved for gossip or secret lunch plans. In a March 15th group chat, he reportedly dropped intel about upcoming US airstrikes in Yemen, including flight schedules targeting the Houthis. The problem? The group chat included an editor from a publication, apparently added by mistake. And that's not all. Hegseth was also messaging the same strike details to another group chat, which included his wife Jennifer, who's a former news producer, his brother, and his personal lawyer.
Meeting was great.
Hegseth's rise to power was never going to be boring. His nomination process was anything but smooth. It was dogged by a 2017 sexual assault allegation that resurfaced just in time to make headlines. There were also reports of alcohol abuse and misconduct. Still, despite the mounting controversies, President Donald Trump seems to be standing by his man, at least for now. Democrats are already calling for Hegseth's resignation. But Trump world remains steadfast in their support of the Pentagon's new resident glam squad captain.
President Molino sends his regards, very complimentary.
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
No, I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Bluntly, Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.